Boker Or, Masechet Kiddushin Daf Kaftet Amud Aleph 29a. We are on the Mishnah, which is a few lines down, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 lines down. It says a Mishnah, Kol mitzvot ben ala av. Right? All the mitzvot which are going to be on the ben are placed on the father. Right? So we're going to have to explain what does that mean exactly. And Nashim chayavim, right? Men are going to be chayav for the children, and Nashim are going to be pturot to do it for the children. Again, the Gemara is going to explain. All the mitzvot of the father and the son. There, it doesn't matter whether it's going to be they're going to be chayavim. Anything which is the mitzvah shezman grama. Anashim chayavim, men are going to be chayav and women are going to be pturot. So then when it's going to be men or women, they're going to be chayav. But anything, the negative commandments, whether it's women or men, they're going to be chayavim, except for bal takif, which means the yisur of being megaleach peot arosh, or bal tashchit, which is destroying the beard, right? Ubal titameh lemetim, and not to be metameh metim, which means that a woman, which is a kohenet, she's allowed to become metameh metim. Okay, these are three mitzvot that are only in men and not in women. And even though it's a negative commandment, en lahem et hachovah azot. Those are en lahem et yisur of it. Okay, fine. Says the Gemara, my kol mitzvot ben alav. What does it mean now? All the mitzvot ben are on the av. If you're going to come and you're going to tell me, kol mitzvot mechayev bera lemeivad al all the mitzvot that the son is obligated to do to the father. So, for example, kibud avaim and morah and everything, nashim turot, and the women are going to be exempt. But Tanya, I thought we said ish eli ela ish. Ishaminai. How do we know that a woman is also obligated in morah and everything to her father? It says both. It's talking about the man and the woman, which means both the men and women are obligated in morah of her parents, of their parents. So Amar Rav Yehuda comes and he says, this is what he say. Kol mitzvot ben mutalot alav la'asol libno. All mitzvot ben, which are going to place on the av la'asol libno. Anashim chayavim, the men are going to be chayav, and the women are going to be patur. So Tanina lahad etan Rabbanan, we learned this in that which we learned in the Braita. Ha'av chayav bivno lemulo v'liftoto. A father is obligated to his son to do brit milah, to do pidyon ben, ulamdot Torah u'lasio isha, to teach him Torah and to get him married. Ulamdo umanut, and to do umanut also. Some people say, so one more time, everyone's paying attention. A father is obligated to his son to give him brit milah, to do pidyon ben, teach him Torah, to get him married, to teach him a profession. Some people say even to teach him how to swim. Okay? Rabbi Yehuda comes and he says, if you don't teach your child a profession, it's like you're teaching them to become a thief. So says him, wow, do you really think it's very much like a thief? It's like you learned him, taught him to be a thief. Lemulo, how do you know that a father is obligated to do brit milah to the child? Menalan, how do we know? Abraham Avinu did the brit milah to Yitzchak. And if it's going to be that the father doesn't do it, bet din do it. If it's not the bedin, so then he has to do it to himself. So then he goes on himself. How do we know that a woman is not obligated to do milah to her child? He commanded him, not her. Okay? So Ashke Chamiyad, that's only then and there. How do we know Ledorot? How do we know that's going to be for generations? So anytime that it says tzav, eno laziruz, miyad uldorot. When it says tzav, it means you have to quicken yourself to do, hasten yourself to do it. But not only that, it's for immediately and also for generations. Right? So you're going to command Yoshua, you're going to strengthen him. So that's how you know that it's going to be for generations. Okay? Livdoto. How do you know you're going to redeem him? And how do you know? It says all the children, right? All the b'chol you have to redeem them. And that which the father is not going to redeem him, so then he's obligated to do it to himself. What does that mean? We're talking about pidyon ben. So father is obligated to do pidyon ben. If the father doesn't do it, he has to do it to himself. So how do we know that the mother doesn't do pidyon ben? Which means if you're obligated to redeem yourself, so you've been suveh, then you're obligated to do it to other people. But if you're not obligated to be liftot that small, you don't have to be obligated to do pidyon to other people. So for just like a woman doesn't do pidyon ben to herself, she doesn't do pidyon ben to other people. How do we know that she doesn't have to do pidyon ben to herself? כל שאחרים מצוו לפתותו, מצוו לפתות את המזרור, וכל שאינם יכולים לפתור, הם מצוו לפתות את עצמו. So that's what we know. ומניין שאין אחרים מצוו לפתותה, how do we know that nobody is obligated to come to redeemer? תעמקה, כל בכל בניך תפתה, בניך ולא בנותיך. It's only the boys you have to redeem. You don't have to do the girls. Okay? תנו רבנן, we learned the Braita. הוא לפתות ובנו לפתות. What happens if he has to redeem himself or redeem his child? Who comes first? Who called him libno? So he comes first. He has to redeem himself first as a bechor, and then afterwards is the child. Rabbi Yehuda says, "Beno kodmo, sheze mitzvato al aviv, v'ze mitzvah beno alav." The mitzvah for him was really on his father. His father didn't do it, so now it comes on him. But really, be'emet, his son's pidyon is on him. So therefore, he has to do it first. That's the shita of Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yirmiyah says, Rabbi Yirmiyah says that kol modin, everyone agrees. Kaftet amubet. Yeah, 29b. Kol heicha deleka lechamesh slaim, that if you only have 5 slaim, who called them libno? He comes first. My time of his reasoning, mitzvah de gufei adifa, because there's a mitzvah in his body, he comes first. Ki plige, when is a machloket? Heicha dika chamesh mishuabadim v'chamesh b'nechorim. If you have 5, right, 5 slaim which are going to be mishuabad and 5 which are going to be b'nechorim. Mishuabad means that it's a lien on something else, right? It's mishubad to something else. Rabbi Yehuda savar mitzvah diktiv b'torah kikvum b'shadam. Rabbi Yehuda holds that since it's written in the Torah, it's like a shtar, and therefore behani chamesh parik libre. So you use the 5 to redeem your son. V'azi kohen, and then the kohen is going to come and is going to take it back. Right, and then that's it. So he comes and he says, Rabbanan Sabri, but the rabbis hold milva dichtibo right. It's not considered that it's written in the Torah, and he'll kach mitzvah de gufei adif. It's better to do yourself and not your son. Tanu Rabbanan, we learned in the Braita. Livdod beno v'la'alo l'regel. What happens if you have a choice? I can either do aliyah l'regel or I could be podeh beni. So it says, podeh beno. First you do pidyon ben, and then afterwards you oleh l'regel. The Yehuda says, no, oleh l'regel. And then afterwards you do pidyon ben. Shezo mitzvah overev, the aliyah l'regel, right? You can't do it, right? He says the pidyon ben, it's not an overev. You could do it even afterwards. Meaning, if you didn't do it already today, and you could still do it in 5 years. You could still do it in 10 years. You could still do it tomorrow or in a month. But the aliyah l'regel is now. Achshav. So if you're not going to do aliyah l'regel, it's a mitzvah overev. So says the Gemara, Bishman Rabbi Yehuda, he says, listen, it's mitzvah overev, not mitzvah overev. But according to Rabbanan, my time, what's the reasoning? Rabbanan, the pasuk says, "Kol bechol banecha tifteh, v'hadar lo yireu ufanei krekam." Kodem kol bechol banecha tifteh. After you're going to redeem your child, then right lo yireu ufanei krekam. Now you're going to come by yourself or not. Tana Rabbanan, we learned to the right. Minayin shim yulu chamisha banim v'chamesh nashim shechayav liftod kulan. How do you know that you have 5 wives and 5 boys? How do you know you have 5 pidyon bens? הבנת? 5 נשים, 5 בנים. How do you know you have 5 פדיון הבens? So he says, לומר, כל בכל בניך תפתה. כל זה לרבות פדיונים הרבה לאבא אחד. So the minute, even if you're one father, it's according to the mother. So therefore, every single one is going to be a bechor. So it says in Pshita, Peter Rechem, obviously, it says, Kol Peter Rechem. Peter Rechem is open up the womb. It's each one is a separate woman. So if each woman is poteret rechem, she's opening up the rechem, but that is going to be 5 pidyon bens. So it says, I would have thought to say, Neila bechol bechol minachala. You're going to learn Gzera Shavam bechol bechol from nachala. Male halan, just like over there, Reshitono, so 2 years going to be Reshitono, right? Which means that it's like the first strength. Kamash manan comes teach, you know, kol bechol benechem tifteh. Fine. A father is obligated to teach his child lomdot Torah. How do we know minalan? Tichtiv limatem otam benechem. Right? You have to teach your children. If the father doesn't do it, so he has to learn himself. Right? You have to learn on your own. How do we know that a mother doesn't have to teach the son Torah? If she has the command to learn, so she has the command to teach. If she doesn't have the command to learn, she doesn't have the command to teach. How do we know that she doesn't have to learn? If other people are obligated to teach, so therefore she has a mitzvah to learn. If other people don't have it, so then he says, but how do we know then? How do we know that other people are not obligated to teach her? It's your children, your boys, and not your girls. We learned in the Braita. Who comes first? It says, if he has to learn and his son has to learn, who comes first? Who called him Limno? He comes first. He has to learn first. Rabbi Yehuda comes and says, no. Right? In Beno Zariz, if his son is quick, and very sharp, he knows how to learn, his son should come first. Ravacha bar Yaakov, just like Rav Yaakov, the son of Ravacha bar Yaakov, Shadri Abu Lekamed Abaye, he sent his father in front of Abaye, Kiyata, when he came, he saw that his shmot were not. So Elmaleh, he says, Ana difa minach, so I'm better than you. Tuv at, sit here. I'm going to go learn. Meaning he saw that it wasn't, since he wasn't sharp, so he said, you know what, it's better that I learn. You come and you work out, I'm going to learn. So Shama Abaye de Kahava Ati, so Abaye went and he heard, right, that the Ravacha bar Yaakov was coming. There was a mazik in the house of Abaye, the yeshiva of Abaye. That even if two people would come in, they would get damaged. You remember we were just learning in Masechta that when there are two people, usually the mazikim will not come, or wild animals don't come, and or the, things like that. So he says, Elmaleh, Abaye told the students, one second. We just heard that Ravacha bar Yaakov is coming. Don't give him an ushpizin. Don't invite him over. Because maybe there's going to happen a nes. Alba, right? Alba tbe'u berabanan. So he went to the Bet Midrash. So it looked like a tanin of 7 heads. The shiva shvateh. Kol kriya dekara. Every time that he bowed, he took off a head. Amar lehu, Ravacha came and he told the Abaye lemachar. He says, what? You guys put me in sakana. You guys didn't invite me. I was here by myself with this mazik. This mazik was going to kill me. It was a miracle that I went and I killed it at the end. But I won. You put me in sakana. What's going on? Okay. So therefore, he was obviously Ravacha bar Yaakov was a person, right? That that he went, right, and he went to learn. Tanu Rabbanan. Okay. So he comes and he says like this. Fine. So he says, you have a choice. Learn Torah or get married. What should you do first? First learn and then you go get married. But if you can't without a woman, so then you get married and then afterwards you learn Torah. I'm going to give you Shmuel. Halacha, huh? Bediuk. Halacha is no say Isha, and then afterwards you go and you learn Torah. Rabbi Yochanan says, he says what? If he's going to have the Ola Parnasa, now he's going to learn Torah, it's going to be impossible. But there's no machlok between them. Halam ve'alu. It all depends whether it's in Bavel, right? That they used to come, they used to get married first, right? B'nei Bavel, and Rabbi Yochanan was talking about in Eretz Yisrael, right? So basically, there was a difference between Bavel and Eretz Yisrael. What they used to do, he used to say that there they had to be makdim to get married in order that there shouldn't be hirurei avera, and then afterwards he's going to learn Torah b'tahara. And in Eretz Yisrael that they learn there, they don't have to travel anywhere, so they could just learn, and then they get married later on. There's no problem. So Rav Chasta, you say, wow, he's an Adam Gadol. Elmaleh, he says, why? So you know what? If you're saying he's such a great person, bring him to me. When Rav Huna came in front of Rav Huna, he says, he saw that he didn't have a sudan on top of his head, which means then what? That he wasn't married. Elmaleh, he says, why don't you have the sudan on your head? Elmaleh, I didn't get married. He turned away from him. He didn't look at him. Elmaleh, he says, he said, look, I'm not going to look at you until you get married. Rav Huna goes according to this. Because he holds that if you're 20 years old and you didn't get married, you're always doing an avera. Meaning the person has to get married young. Why? Because then afterwards he's doing all these things. Why? Really? Bavera? Salkadaita elaima birurei avera. Kuliyama birurei avera. So Rava says in Kedar Mishmael, Ad Yasim Shana Yosef Baruch Hu Mitzvah Adam Ata Yisrael Shas. So until 20, Baruch Hu is looking, when is he going to get married? Once he gets to 20 years old, all of a sudden he doesn't get married. It's a klala that his bones should. Why? Because it's atzamot were the ones of Chava. The Chavat came from the Etzem. Etzem atzamai. So he's tipach atzmotav. Amar Chasta says, "I think the reason why I'm better than my friends, then I see them b'shitzar because I got married at the age of 16. If I would have got married at the age of 14, Havamina, I would have thought to say that you're saying to the son, Gira benecha, but really bemet, it's even better. Right? That means basically the younger that you got married, right, the better that it is.